He takes Kazuya's lifeless body and throws it into an active volcano while simultaneously giving us the hardest album cover for their video game you have ever seen in your entire life. Kazuya Mishima is the biggest menace in the game of Tekken, and we've all known that for a while, but you know what my problem is with this dude? He's a fraud in every sense of the word, and it is genuinely so sad, bro, because when you look at him, he is one of the coolest characters in this game. He got the drip, he got the hands, he got everything that he needs to be a great antagonist in this game. He's dog water. He's terrible. Like, how can you look this cold and be this fraud, bro? Like, you putting up Vegeta numbers. Now, let me keep it 100. It's not the fact that he loses. You can lose. That's perfectly fine. It's the fact that how he loses and who he be losing to, bro. But without further ado, we gonna get into this. And I'm gonna show y'all why this dude is one of the biggest frauds that have ever been on screen, bro. So in Tekken 1, they do this dude so crazy in the beginning. So baby Kazuya ends up having to fight his dad because he killed his mom because he supposedly had some devil gene or something. Bro, don't look at me, man. This game makes no sense. He just somehow had it and now he got it too. So Heihachi, being the loving and supporting father that he is, decides to whoop his child and knock him out. He then takes him to this cliff and then chucks his own son off the side of it. Now Kazuya is now understandably upset and is like, bro, I gotta get my get back now. There's no other way. So Heihachi has now created a giant tournament where all these fighters from around the world can run their hands for the Mishima Zaibatsu. And Kazuya hears this and Big Dog is like,
you know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name.
So now it's tournament time and Kazuya starts dog walking everybody in the tournament. So now it's time to fight his pops. He then walks him down and ends up beating him like terribly, bro. He then grabs Heihachi and chucks him off the same cliff that he did as a kid. Now you think it's up at this point, right? Not even in the slightest, because Tekken 2 shows that Heihachi never even died after all of that. So now Heihachi is trying to get revenge on Kazuya for taking his company and beating him. Basically just the first game, but in reverse now. So during the tournament, he ends up meeting with this girl named Jun, and she ends up liking him. I don't know how this happened. This dude is pure evil, and he somehow managed to get the one good person throughout this whole game. But we move. And then the next crazy part about this is that he has to fight her during the tournament. Now keep in mind, he just met Shorty at this tournament, bro. Tell me why he gets folded by this girl when he just met her. So Kazuya transformed into his other form. You're probably thinking this is Ha Ha Davis. This is finna be a breeze, right?
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
Bro got a power up and still lost. And then guess what? Heihachi shows up. He proceeds to run Kazuya's pockets, bro. I'm talking straight melatonin. He takes Kazuya's lifeless body and throws it into an active volcano while simultaneously giving us the hardest album cover for their video game you have ever seen in your entire life. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but this dude is 0-3 in his first 3 fights of the game series. Now you're probably wondering, what you mean he 0-3? He won the first one, he up, right? That's a win. The whole point of that first tournament was to literally send Heihachi to the upper room. He failed to do that. He is a failure for that. That's not a win. Give up fighting, bro. It's not for you at this point. You've lost this entire time. Now that Kazuya is dead, we gotta skip all the way to Tekken 4, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, the prologue for him in this game is so sad on his part, bro.
Well, come on now, dawg. Come Come on, man.
There is absolutely no reason that this dude should be looking like this. I'm gonna keep it 100. You are supposed to be the main antagonist. Why you look like the Jordan symbol? So then he's found and revived by the G Corporation. They got this dude looking like Namek Goku in that healing pod. So Heihachi ends up creating another tournament, and guess what? Kazuya still wants to fight.
What is he doing?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Damn.
Kazuya, Heihachi has not only folded you like Sunday laundry, he's killed you while doing it too. It's not worth it at this point. Bro, respectfully, you are free eats every time Heihachi sees you, bro. So the tournament keeps going on, and now he has to fight his kid named Jin. Now I want you to keep this in mind for the rest of the story, alright? Heihachi takes Kazuya to where Jin is being held captive at this point. Jin is chained up and weak at this point. You want to know what happens next? Kazuya actually wins. I can't believe this. This is a moment in Alright, now Kazuya, what I'm gonna need you to do is take one of these and sit down somewhere, bro. It's not for you. You tried. You really did, fam. But at this point, just go home. Go home and never come back. Now, in Tekken 5, this is what solidified him as a fraud to me, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. This dude proceeds to team up with the one dude that he's been trying to beat this whole game. If that's not proof, I don't know what is, bro. I'm serious. Not only that, he proceeds to do a combo with the dude he been beefing with this whole time. Ain't he your top op though? Like, what are we doing? You're supposed to be beating this dude, not doing whole combos with him. Y'all set that up before y'all even started fighting. What is wrong with you? Then he had the nerve to try to sneak Heihachi so he could get him killed, bro. And then bro had the unmitigated gall to slime out his own grandpa. Now, when it comes to Tekken 6, fam, when it is time for him to step up to the plate and do something that really matters, guess where he is? Now, in Tekken 7, I'm not even gonna hold you. He was locked in for the entire game, bruh. And when I say locked in, I mean that when it was time to show up, he was actually putting in work, bro. That boy Kazuya must have been listening to Meek Mill. He was like, abandoned house with a tape. Like, during his fight with Akuma, he was actually putting in work. You couldn't even hate on it. He was legit holding his own. But then he said the stupidest line I think I've heard him say.
What?
Bro, what do you call the last few tournaments?
What are you talking about?
Winning? Alright, bro. Now this is the moment that Kazuya has been waiting 27 different tournaments for, to finally face Heihachi. And they were scrapping for real in this fight. And finally, bro, finally he beats Heihachi in a tournament. So Kazuya is obviously feeling himself going into Tekken 8, right? And I'm not gonna lie, he starts off good in the game, but his fraudulent ways come back. I mean, he beat Azazel, so you gotta give him props for that, but after this, it just goes downhill, man. Especially when he fights Jin. So listen, Jin and Kazuya, they're fighting with their powers, right? They end up losing them a little bit later due to the fight. Keep this in mind for the rest of this fight. Just keep that in mind. So now they're on even terms. They ain't got no powers. They are regular human beings now. So Kazuya has no excuse anymore. And to my surprise, Kazuya was actually whooping Jin for a minute. I mean, he was legit putting the hands on his own son, which is crazy. But he was doing that. But then Kazuya proceeds to hit Jin with the nastiest combo that I've ever seen. It's almost like he turned into Kratos and just started pushing circle the whole time. But we all know Kazuya wasn't finna get the job done anyway. Jin gets up and proceeds to violate Kazuya during the rest of the fight. It wasn't even fair. So they end up having their final clash, but guess who is left standing?
Yes! 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 No! No! No!
So let's get this straight. Let's recap. This dude Kazuya has lost to his dad, his girl, and his kid twice throughout this entire game series. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If that's not fraudulent, I don't know what is at this point. Yeah, but to be honest, I'ma end it here. This dude Kazuya done made me upset, bro. Like, I got it in the video here. And the thing is, he's so cool looking. He should never lose a fight, but he always does. So, I'm finna get out of here, man. Much love. Let me know what I need to work on. Jesus loves you, and so do I. Take care. Peace.